Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another video by Media Gamer Nation, and this time we're going to be checking out some Tinkertown. I got this game recently and it's pretty awesome. It's kind of like art style look of Zelda mixed with a crafting, openish world, base buildy game. You go out fighting and you find the dungeons, and then you go through the whole dungeon and fight the boss. And then you get new crafting recipes for armor and weapons. There's also a patch, the travel update patch, where you can create mine carts and place down railways to travel. And there's also fast travel stations, which I'm looking forward to checking out. And we'll get into that later on. But first, we're going to check out the actual game itself. And we're going to start with character creation. So if I go into play here, I'm going to create a new one, just to show you what the new character looks like and what they start with. You can change their hairstyle, like so. You can have whatever hair colour you like, and you can have whatever skin colour you like. So you make him the Incredible Hulk. Let's make him the Incredible Hulk. Oh, Hulk smash. So we're going to go with that one, yeah. There are different hairstyles. I didn't actually know that. Anyway, we're going to go with that hairstyle. And we're going to call him Hulky. Why not? Why not? So you create your character, and then you start a game. We're going to create a new world. So you can have multiple worlds, and you can carry over your items and everything from world to world. And we're going to go create world, and we're going to call it blah blah blah. Now we've done that, we can jump into the world. And here we go. What you do to start off with, there's a character up here. You can go talk to him. As you find NPCs, you can talk to them and accept their quests, and they'll ask for different ingredients, different things for you to go do different stuff. And this first quest, he wants a house. All the NPCs will also want a house, and they'll want you to make that house in a certain way. So we click accept, and it will say up here what we need to finish that quest. You used to be able to break everything, like even trees. But now you need specific tools, like a wood axe to chop the tree, or a pickaxe to mine metal and stone objects, which makes a lot more sense. But you can hit a few things like this at the beginning of the game. Yeah, these are the things I need to get to begin with to make a stone axe. Right, now if you hit tab, you can craft some recipes. The more materials you find, the more recipes you learn. And then all the other secret recipes are in dungeons or from bosses or specific enemies. We're going to start making a pickaxe in a minute. Let's speed this up a bit. So we can make the stone axe now. But first, we want to make the stone pickaxe as our first item, and then we're going to put that in slot 1 to begin with. These are your slots which you can cycle through by using the mouse wheel or the number keys. And now I can damage this material, and I can get these bits of wall. Almost got what this guy wants, except for the wood. I need more wood now. That's what she said. And that won't take but a jiffy to get. I can't get that with that, so I need a stone axe as well. Right. Okay, now I'm going to get it really quickly.
Because you get stacks of 99, I believe, of most things, something just less stacks. Right.
Yeah, you get stacks of wood all the time by just clearing your way through, clearing paths through places. And speed this up a little bit again. And here we go, we speak to this person now, and he'll say, okay, good work. So now he wants us to build a home, so the elder's house. To place this house, for me to be happy with it, he wants it to be at least 5 by 5, I believe that means, surrounded by walls, 1 door, 1 bed, and a globe. And most important, his soul trinket. Each NPC will give you a soul trinket when you meet them. You can also craft more of them, but you'll always get one when you first meet an NPC. We're just going to put his base over here because it's quite spacious. I haven't got to knock down anything else. So we get rid of that. But we'll make this first of all. And we'll put that right about here. So now you've got a workbench. Boom, you've got new recipes. You can craft even more things. So we are going to need the dungeon globe. We want walls to begin with. So we want walls and 1 door. There's 1 wooden door. Boom. And then we want, let's get 1 wooden crate as well, and door, yeah, there we go, wooden walls. How many do I want? Let's get, that should be enough. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put that door there, then 2. You right click on doors to open them, and you right click on workbenches to open those as well. You can hold down the left mouse switch as well. And then, how much? Oh, we can make string now, so we're going to need string because characters want a bed as well. So let's make that. Can we make a sword? We're going to need to make a sword, I think, to swish some of the grass. I believe that does swish the grass. Does it swish the grass? It swishes the grass, there we go. Right, and that will help us get the materials for string. Now we've got enough of that, we can make some more string and make the outfitter. Okay, now we have enough wood, we can go ahead and make that. And that's something we're going to need to be able to make a bed, or to make the materials to make the bed with. Oh, it's all about making stuff. So we're going to put that there. There's his soul trinket. When you do a quest, you need to make sure the door's closed. He needs a bed, and that's all he needs. I think he needs light sources as well. Then we need to make a bed. So we're going to come here. We're going to go like that, and then we're going to go back to the workbench and get the bed, wooden bed, plonk that right down there, and there we go. Right click on this. I'm afraid the house is not good enough. Oh my goodness. Oh, we didn't get a globe. Okay, so we need to get a globe real quick. So let's quickly run off to find some copper, which would be a stone with some red chunks on it, and that is the copper right there. So let's get this in. And we're hitting night time. You do get day and night cycles in this game as well. It's all nice and peaceful now. We only need 2 bars, so we should have enough. So we're going to go ahead and make a furnace. I'm going to put that furnace right in there. And let's put the furnace there. And now we can go ahead and make those copper bars, dungeon globe, and we need 3 pieces of string. And there we go, dungeon globe. Got it. And now, oh, we've also unlocked some stone flooring now, so you can have wood or stone, and then later on you can get other types of wood and stone, and sand, and all sorts of floors and walls to make your houses and buildings look nice and fancy. And I'm going to put that down there. We're going to close that door. And hey presto. Now he should be happy. Where's he gone? This is really good for the video. Let's try again. Oh, awesome. Well, this is going swimmingly. I finished the quest and he buggers off. Oh, never mind. Here we go. We got him. We got him. He won't move out of the way, so we'll just put that there. Available quests. Show me the way. Okay, now we've got show me the way. He wants 20 Moonlight Pixie Dust. So you do these things and eventually he'll tell you to go off and find a grimoire, which you go and get in the desert over Yar. You can always look at the world map only if you click on a dungeon globe. So I recommend taking a dungeon globe with you and then just hitting it with an axe again to re-pick it back up after you put it down to look at the world. You can see anywhere that you've explored, and it will take you a while before you finally get to the 3rd dungeon. I won't see which one's the 3rd and final dungeon. And I'm going to quickly jump onto another character, show you some other buildings and some of the fighting combat gameplay. And here we are on my main character. And on this character I have the best equipment I could get so far, and you can also do cosmetics, so you can make yourself look different but still have the stats of the equipment stats that you like to have. If I quickly just run over here, just open all these doors, let the cold in, you can see you've got loads of crafted recipes now, and then that one, and that one, and I've made pathways and everything. And I think I'm going to go ahead and run to the boss. I haven't flashed to the dungeon yet. I thought I'd show you some of my lovely pathways that I built all the way to the dungeon. But I'm not going to show you any more of the pathways. To the dungeon! And here we are in the first dungeon. There's lots of stuff to loot in all the dungeons, but we're just going to be focusing on the combat. So this is the bow that I've got, which I just shot the wall with. Alright, my bow's glitching for some reason. Alright, we're going to use this then. Wow! My weapons are very overpowered for this dungeon, so there is that. But as you can see, that enemy's got an attack that pulls you in and mummifies you for a second. They also, in not today's patch, or the recent patch, but the patch beforehand, made it so... Oh, okay, they've changed it. I was going to say you hold down left click and you can charge up a power attack. But that no longer happens. Well, there's another NPC. How you get him is in this dungeon. And this is quite dangerous the first time you come here. I'm running through it with ease. But it's not nice the first time you come here. You've got to be quite strategic. You can also jump to dodge attacks. I jumped his get over here attack just then. I might as well pick up some things while I'm here. Anyway, I'm going to rush pretty much through this dungeon for you guys, just so you can see the boss. And for some reason the bow is glitching sometimes, but it's probably something to do with the patch, which I'm sure they will fix, because they have been pretty recent. I mean, in the last, I think 2 weeks, they've had 2 good content patches. So they are on it. They are on it. Quickly grab that. And up here. Oh, they almost got me. They almost got me. And this is an enemy you've got to be careful of the first time you get to them, because they do quite a bit of damage. But they are pretty easy once you get used to their pattern. You attack just as they're landing, or as they are in the air. And away we go! He just walked off the edge. What an idiot. I think my bow has slowed him down. Yeah, your weapons can do status effects. I think they have a chance to do status effects to the enemy. Ah, you now hold shift to do your power attack. Okay, just realise that whilst holding shift. Pew pew! And I think it charges a tiny bit faster as well. And when I first came to this dungeon, these enemies were such a nuisance. But he's not working. He literally glitches. Okay, so a patch has made it a bit sucky of a time for me to decide to make a video. But what they usually do is they disappear and they'll reappear behind you and attack. Oh shit, I was focusing on the enemy. There we go, let's sort him out there. But yeah, usually they are a pain in the butt. Oh, we've got a ruby. I like the rubies. And he's gone. You can get enemies to fall in traps like that. That's a trap right there. So you jump over that with the spacebar. And we're almost at the boss. We're not far now. Oh. You also got your potions that do insta-heal and foods which do heal over time. Some foods do insta-heal as well, but you're going to need those when you come in the dungeons. And you will find them in dungeons as well, but eventually you'll be crafting them. Crafting the exact ones that you want. So we're going to heal up there. So we're just going to rush to the boss right now. Here we go. So you want to go right click, right click, right click, right click. And here we go. And this boss is a nightmare as well when you first get to him. At first, he'll seem like... Oh god. Well, that looks like a face. First, he'll seem easier than another boss. And then, you'll think, oh, actually, he's quite tough. He has a second form, so to speak. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to see it. However, I am going to make a boss rush video. I'm going to kill all the bosses just one after the other and just put that into a video for you guys. Oh, is he moving? He's moving now, good. So yeah, I am going to make a boss rush video so you'll be able to see all the bosses properly once they fix the patch, because no one likes it that easy. He doesn't really move in this form. He kind of does what he's doing, and every so often he summons those beetles. Let's quickly eat some food and heal, but we got him. Warden's shield, yes, we've got the Warden's shield. I've still not got his warrior armor. These are the fragments to craft recipes from this dungeon. Each dungeon's recipes have their own crafting reagents or fragments, and they can be acquired in said dungeons. And there we go. And away we go. This will take you back to your last spawn point. You use beds to create your spawn point. Like so. That's pretty much it, guys. You'll learn all the different craft tables. There's this one, there's the bone one, there's that one, which is a late game one at the moment. And this you'll get, as you saw, you'll get it straight away. And there's also a fridge, which I didn't even know was a crafting workbench table to begin with. Hopefully they'll fix that patch. They'll probably fix it within a few days, I would have thought, because they are being really good at making the content and patches for this game. And there's a Discord for the game as well, which I recommend joining just to ask any questions you may need to ask about making the NPC houses if you get stuck on any of those, or if you need to know where a certain material is and whatnot. But yeah, that's most of the game so far. I hope I haven't missed anything out. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stick around for the scorecard as normal. I've added the things to the scorecard which were missing in the last game that I added during the recording. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and enjoy the scorecard, and like and subscribe and share the video and everything. Alright, see ya. Take care. Alright, welcome to this review's next scorecard, and we've updated everything. As you can see, graphics also has settings, so we're not just covering the graphics, we're going to try and cover any of the optimization if it's a game that definitely requires optimization settings for different computers. And then we've got sound and music. Story, we've also got characters as well, and combat and controls, because not all games are about combat, we found out in the last review with the Power Wash Simulator. So we've got combat and controls there, and then overall gameplay. So let's start off with graphics and settings. So the scoring is the same, 20 points per score. It looks really nice. It's basically the Zelda look, like Zelda and another game called Crusader of Light, or also called Soleil, which was on the Mega Drive. Two different names I think that game has. But it's that kind of view with the more updated like shades and colours and things like that. I think one of my kitty cats are gonna make some noise. Hi Milka. Hi. Anyway, so I think they could probably polish up even more, make some things a little bit shinier or something. So I'm going to go ahead and give that one a nice solid 16 out of 20. And moving on to sound and music. I feel like they've added some music in maybe the last one or even two patches. The main bouncy tune, I can't remember it off the top of my head because I haven't played it for a couple of days now. I've completed everything they have so far. They've definitely, I think they've added some music or changed how long one of the songs play for. I'm going to say it's good. I wouldn't mind a couple of extra songs. They do change when you go to the different biomes. So when you go to the desert or the snowy biome world. I'm going to give that one 18 out of 20. And then we're moving on to story and characters. Characters is not too crazy. I wouldn't give full-on maximum points for character customization. There's not tons of creativity in there. However, I do feel like it comes down to just playing the game. And there is a story, an element of story in there, where the NPCs kind of saying stuff about the quests. Mainly the first NPC will kind of talk about the dungeons and stuff. I feel like they could add a bit more to the story and the characters. And I'm someone who's not, not one for story. I'm more about the gameplay and playing the game itself. Even I wouldn't mind a bit more story and some more customization to the character creation. I will give that a 13. I'm going to give that 13 out of 20. Combat and controls, I think, are very good. I think you can play this with a controller. I haven't actually tried. I've just been playing with mouse and keyboard. Works absolutely fine on there. They did change what the not last patch, but the patch before that. They introduced critical hits where you do much more damage if you hold down the attack switch. Some people didn't like that, especially the people who wanted to just hold down the attack switch to continuously attack, like with the light weapons like the dagger and stuff like that. But then in the last patch I realised they changed that, so you hold down the shift key now if you want to do a power attack. I got no problems with the controls. I'm going to give that one a solid 20. Gameplay, I think there's a few things which comes down to kind of the story. Instead of the story, I'd say quests. So quests, gameplay, some of the quests could be more descriptive, and specifically the farm NPC, the farmer lady, she at one point didn't say exactly how she wanted her house. She didn't specifically say exactly how she wants the door going into the farm part of her house, and that was very frustrating until I found out someone on the official Discord who helped explain that one out to me. They may have changed that now, but there's a couple of things like that. But other than that, it's not too bad. I'm going to give that one 18 out of 20. So there we go. We got 16, 18, 13, 20, and 18. And that is a super smooth 85 out of 100. And I'm not a maths whiz. I did pause that for about 20 seconds or so to quickly add that up. But yeah, I'm going to give that 85 out of 100. Added feature, pros and cons. I've literally just remembered I added that after the last review. So a couple of pros and cons for the game. It has got some cute art and graphics. The characters look nice. The buildings, the whole atmosphere and everything and whatnot all looks good. The dungeons look nice. It's got nice controls. No real issues with the controls, to be honest. And I just looked it up on the Steam page, and it does have full controller support, so it does have that. Tons of crafting recipes for all of your equipment needs. You've got armor, boots, gloves, shields, weapons, different weapon styles, and you've now got different types of equipment. So you can have heavy gloves, heavy armor, or medium or light, for depending if you want to go for a mage build or a heavy build or a mixture. So they've got that. They've got loads of different floors and walls and doors and windows and crafting benches and stuff that you can craft. So there's no other things to craft, and that's already before the game's even completely 100% finished. They've still got much more content to bring out, I think, by the sounds of things, and they have been bringing out that content. And it's got some good mini bosses, and the bosses are pretty fun too. I think the first boss might be my favourite, but yeah, definitely lots of good stuff there. On to the negatives, the cons. Some more background music would be nice. I think maybe just one extra background tune for each area. So if you're spending a long amount of time farming in one area, you've got 2 songs that are going to be playing on repeat. Of course, there is the option to turn music off. The only other thing I can think of is sometimes the non-player character quest explanations of what they want you to do can be vague and or confusing. But I'd say only a couple of them. So that's why I didn't want to knock any of the scores down too low, because I think they're definitely doing a really good job, and I'm definitely eager to see what they bring out content-wise in the future, especially once it's a finished game. I'll definitely be interested in going back and playing through all the content again and seeing what new stuff they got on there. So thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, take care, and see you all next time.